The bones of the polar peak monster are actually toxic, as radiation begins to infect our entire Fortnite world. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Fortnite video for Season 9. The bones of the defeated polar peak monster are coming into question and might just be the answer to what the theme of Season 10 is going to be. Players are taking note of something nobody saw in the final events between the robots and the polar peak monster. Why is this monster green? And what projectile is he shooting out of his mouth? The weapon of choice of the polar peak monster seems to be some green glowing bile, which is not something we have ever seen in our Fortnite world. This green toxic-like liquid is projected from deep within the polar peak monster. But what is it? We thought this was an underwater beast that would use the power of the water and ice to destroy its opponents. But it seems there might be something poisoning this beast, something toxic that possibly can spread. The answers to all of this are right in front of us, just nobody noticed. It seems the polar peak monster might have suffered from some kind of mutation. Wherever he's come from, he's been exposed to radiation poisoning, and as a result has become mutated. This would confirm why the beast is shooting green bile from deep within. It's obviously ill. And of course we know he's mutated. He has one eye. Look at this thing. This beast could have literally been anything before it was mutated, and now it's become a giant monster with one eye. But if this isn't conclusive evidence enough for you, Epic Games has been hinting at this, giving us little bits of information to suggest this might be true. Players will remember in the build-up to the robot's full completion, we saw this loading screen for Season 9. It reveals the final stage of the robots as they prepare to activate and begin this battle. But there is a hidden secret that should be acknowledged. Two characters in some kind of suits are ready to board this machine. But of course they're not any characters. They seem to be the toxic trooper and hazard agent. These characters seem to be ready for some kind of outbreak and are warning us of something hazardous that is coming to the game. These guys seem to be ready to deal with some kind of toxic spillage. And if you are still skeptical that this is to do with radiation, well, I think the glider that comes with the set kind of explains it all. These characters associated with nuclear radiation were on board the massive robots during the fight. It seems the Fortnite government were prepared for a mutated toxic beast to rise out of the ocean, and they were successful in defeating the beast. But of course, it would seem that their job isn't over yet, as we look to Season 10 to see what the theme is and how the world is about to change. All we know is a beast, a mutated toxic, nuclear radiated monster has been left slain on our Fortnite map. And if this beast is all of these things that we fear, then his bones are going to be left radiated and slowly will infect our Fortnite planet. Of course, the only sure thing we know right now is the Loot Lake orb is about to do something. We're still unclear of the purpose of this orb, but we do know that it's growing, it's getting bigger, and it will be the catalyst for the brand new season of Fortnite. Of course, players who have been following along will know the different stages that we are expecting to see in this crazy event. It seems every couple of days, this orb is getting bigger with more particle effects slowly leaking through, and players don't quite know what is going to happen when it reaches its final stage. These mystical magic sounds are coming from the center of this energy ball, but the sound of what seems to be a heartbeat manages to push through. Is there something alive inside this Nexus orb? And as the stages go on, is it going to escape? Is this orb going to save us from our radiated planets? Or is it somehow going to amplify this situation? Guys, I want to hear your thoughts about all of this craziness in the comment section below. Guys, as always, I want to jump into game, but let me know what you think about everything. Should we be worried about the spread of this radiation from the polar peak monster's bones that lie in the center of our map? And is this energy orb going to serve us well, or is it going to bring on some new age of darkness or something crazy like that? Guys, let me know how you feel about it all in the comment section below. Alright guys, as always, we're going to jump into game. But guys, remember, if you want to support this channel, make sure you use the support a creator code on screen right now. Alright guys, let's get into it. Oh, hi. Bye. There are so many questions about these bones. Why are they still here? Are they gonna have anything to do with the new season? We think we have the answers in this video. In fact, I think this video is basically an exclusive, right? Nobody is talking about this. I looked online. Nobody is coming up with this same theory. This is an exclusive. There's a guy above me. That's why I'm looking frantic. You see, whilst I was watching the event, I couldn't help but think, why is the polar peak monster green? Why is he shooting out green lasers? Why is he turning green? It doesn't make any sense. Yo, I'm running out of ammo up here. Thank you. This beast is supposed to be the polar peak monster, the beast that's underneath the iceberg. Why is he green? It doesn't make any sense. But obviously, with everything we've just talked about in this video, there does seem to be something happening outside our Fortnite world. The polar peak monster is a victim of radiation. Possibly he could have just been like a fish. He could have been fish sticks, but was caught in some kind of radiation poisoning. Okay. This could literally be the theme to the new season, right? Season 10. It could be all about radiation poisoning. Maybe certain locations in our Fortnite world are going to become radiated and we're not supposed to be there. Or it could possibly even be a new map, right? Maybe this whole world becomes radiated and we have to leave. There's so many possibilities. This thing's going green as well. Look at this. It's growing grass on it as we speak. Like literally that's a mechanic they decided to add in. Look how grassy it is. That's crazy. But you guys understand what I'm saying. There's no reason for the monster to be green. Why is it green? This thing has one eye. It is clearly deformed. Oh! Headshot. Too many people around me. Too much action. Bro, I'm trying to concentrate on one thing at a time. Why is everyone in phase? Jesus. Oh my god, what a strategy. I love it. I love it. Okay, now that the future of Season 10 might be uncovered, it's time to try and figure this one out. We still don't know what's going on with this orb. What is going on with you, orb? What are you doing? Are you getting bigger? It's definitely getting bigger, dude. It's definitely cracking. I think it was cracking last time. Let's see if we can hear those sounds. Oh, we can't hear any of those heartbeat sounds. You know, we're expecting to hear some additional sounds when it reaches its final stage, but we're not hearing them yet. If our world becomes infected by toxic radiation, we're gonna need a way out. And you might just be that way out. You're a little off subject, but I was thinking about this the other day. You know how like the robot like grabbed Loot Lake orb and like shook it around and did something with it? You know what I'm saying? Does that kind of mean the robot still has the power of Loot Lake and he's flying around in space with the power of Loot Lake? You know, like what if this orb decides to just disappear? What if Loot Lake turns off? Is the robot gonna stop functioning? It's not gonna have the power of Loot Lake. Are we gonna have a flying robot in space drop from the sky? I mean, that'd be kind of sick, right? One day you're just playing and the robot just drops down. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I have my doubts that that's gonna happen, but I guess we'll just like have to wait and see. He's probably gonna make a return one day and it's gonna be epic. Epic. Oh! Alright, boys, 9 players left. We're doing pretty good, actually. We got some gear. Well, we got some gear, and we haven't really got any medis or any... It's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad situation right now. Alright, boys, time to concentrate. 8 players. Time to get that fresh dub of the day. We haven't had one in a couple of weeks. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. I don't really know what happened there, but well played, you little snake.